Hey guys, Cloud VP here, and welcome back to the second reproduction. I'm basically just playing this from the last point we were in, because I felt like it'd be a good idea just to continue because I'm getting so good, and I want to know what's freaking going on. I hate having that gap of not remembering what happened, so I'm just gonna go out of the way so I'll have it like something ready to go for the next day, so you guys don't have to wait too long to see what's going on, because like I want to know what's going on. So here we go. Anyway, if you remember from the last episode, Chris was leaving a letter for Goddess because she ain't gonna stay in the castle because ain't nobody told Chris what to do. Here we go. I'll leave the letter for him right here. The curtains of night had begun to fall. I gazed out of the window facing the south, thinking of how the sun god was going to sleep soon, and the lunar goddess was going to take his place. To demons, the night was the time when they gained courage. To humans, this was the time of the demons. The humans had waged wars against the demons, blindly placing faith in their own sense of justice. What truth would they see before their eyes tonight, I wonder? No, I won't let them have it. If my plan to create a world where humans and demons coexisted were to come true, then I would have to sacrifice the humans' truth. I couldn't let them have the world with only themselves in it. I grasped my fist against my chest, and staring out towards the land where Gardas was fighting. The battle was inevitable. The Alliance army would soon clash against the army of Deathride, and then... Gardas. As I closed my eyes, the image of the man I loved appeared in my mind's eye. With a deep breath, I threw away the last of my hesitation and turned around. Darn it! There's always a guard! Out. Lizette, I'm just going for a walk. I need to calm down, you see. Eh? She tried. Can I ask you to overlook this? Mother would. Eh? Well, you know, I'm just saying that. It's only natural that his words shook me. I'd been planning to let Lizette return to our kingdom someday, but now his words meant... He sees Gardas as his ruler now, not my mother. So you're saying you've abandoned our country? Lizette's such a good guy. Lizette.
すまないなんて言わないでくださいね。何度も言いますけど、俺の幸せは姫様をお守りすることなんですから。そういうわけで、俺は姫様が城からお出になるのを見過ごせません。
Even if I beg? Lizette, please. I have the strength to protect him. I'll never forgive myself if I just sit here and let him die. I'd become a living corpse.
俺は姫様を守る騎士ですから、姫様の安全を第一と考えます。
We'll go together.
まあ、ご命令であれば、優先順位なんて関係なくなってしまうんですけどね。
Sneaky, sneaky, Lizette. Eh? In Lizette's mind, he can't disobey the will of the king, but if I were to order him otherwise, he'd have no choice but to do as I say. It wasn't because he was afraid of Gardas. He just wanted me to know that they weren't all worrying about me, and that I shouldn't keep acting so rashly. Then I'll order you, stay here and protect the castle. I'm going to Glades.
お一人で行かれるおつもりですか?
Of course not. I'll bring some soldiers with me. Reveal and the others should stay back here, though, just in case. There's no one defending the rear, so we can't be too careful.
かしこまりました。ですがくれぐれも無茶はしないでくださいね。今姫様が傷つけば、一番悲しむのはガルディスなのですから。
I know. I'll leave the rest to you, Lizette.
ご分をお祈りしています。
Same to you. I'm so lucky to have such a loyal knight, and a kind friend, too. At what could possibly be the most important moment in my life, those thoughts fluttered into my head. Lady Christina, we could take a shortcut through here. Okay. I charged straight down the road, urging the horse to go as fast as it could. Once we went down the slope, the scene before us suddenly came into view. Okay. I'm kind of just freaking out.
Christina!
Hey, Gardas, what's up? Don't mind me, I'm just on a horse. Gardas, I'm so glad you're alright. Right in front of us was Deathride's battlefield headquarters. Gardas was so shocked to see me that he fell into his chair, unsure of what to do. As he slowly stood back up, I suddenly recognized some of the men that sat beside him. Hey, Jin.
勝利の女神のご到着ですか。まあもっとも戦はすでに終わりに向かっていますが。
Are we winning? And?
ええ。ガルディス様が大魔術を用い、同盟軍に先制攻撃を仕掛けたのです。その威力に恐れをなした同盟軍からは逃げ帰る国もあったようで。
So that means right now
同盟軍は沖に一時撤退し、こちらの出方を伺っている。まあ状況を考えればそろそろ和議でも持ちかけてくる頃だろう。
I see.
ところでクリスティーナ。
Uh-oh, here it comes. His kind voice sounded somewhat unnatural, making my body freeze up. What is it?
なんだではない。なぜお前がここにいるのだ。お前には城にいるようにと言ったはずだろう。仕方ない。来てしまったのならばここでじっとしているのだぞ。
Someone got in trouble. Gardas, do you still see me as a weak woman?
いや、守るべき伴侶でありこの母だと思っている。
He has a point.
それに今戦っているのはお前の故郷だ。戦いやすい相手ではなかろう。
I know that. I'd be lying to say that such a concept doesn't upset me, but I've already decided to share your fate. For the sake of humanity, too. This isn't the time to worry about fighting my old kingdom. Don't you agree? If we want to create a future where humans and demons can coexist, we have to keep surging forward. If I, a champion, were to appear on the battlefield, they maybe my mother and her soldiers would understand our message. That would be then maybe, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But, sorry, original line. My lord, Olmenden has proposed a negotiation. Here we go. However...
なんだ早く言え。
Yes, my lord. Queen Hilaris agreed to hold a negotiation under one condition, that we release the hostage Princess Christina. Eh?
何
And if we refuse, they might try to restart the battle. Gardas.
案ずるな、クリスティーナ。お前の身は私が。
I'm going to find mother.
何を言っている。今お前が行けば。
The war won't end if I don't. Don't worry, I'll negotiate with her. It'll be fine.
話などできるわけがなかろう。お前はあの女の残忍さを知らんのだ。
I've been her daughter for 18 years. I'm well aware that she is not your average mother. But nevertheless, I can't believe Mother's a cold-hearted animal who'd kill her own daughter. If I talk to her, I'm sure things will advance a lot smoother, don't you think?
しかし
Jin, I leave Gardas to you.
かしこまりました。
This could be bad. Because her mom just freaked me out.
私は認めんぞ。
お待ちください、陛下。
話せ。クリスティーナが。
今のそのほぼ全ての魔力を使い切ってしまったお体で何ができますか。クリスティーナ様もそれに気づいたから率先して向かわれたのです。陛下のおっしゃる人への被害を最小限にとどめる方法を貫くのならば、ここはクリスティーナ様にお任せしてみるのが最善かと。
クリスティーナ。
His beloved silhouette blurred from the fire and smoke as she ran. Gardas' outstretched hands could only grasp air, reminding him of his utter powerlessness. This is scary. Christina, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Your safety relieves me more than anything. Mother? I was shocked. Mother had brought barely any soldiers with her to the shore. Regardless of our intention, she was still in enemy territory. Having so few bodyguards put her at a tremendous risk. Feeling more and more uneasy about this, I glanced suspiciously at my mother's sweet smile. Mother, please call everyone back. The demons aren't the cruel race we thought they were. Oh, how pitiful. I take it they corrupted your heart. No, I'm doing this through my own... Mother raised her hands silently, then elegantly stood from her chair. She then strolled around me, wearing a carefree expression as though going on a walk. Through your own choice, eh? Yes, that's right. So please, stop this. Then, as your dear mother, let me put an end to that filthy heart of yours. What? I couldn't move in time. Hilaris' dagger was already pressed below my throat. A thin trickle of blood ran down my neck, proof that this wasn't a mere threat. Mother? I know all about it. You became the Demon Lord's woman, didn't you? How did you? I'll exchange your safety for the Demon Lord's life. I wonder how he'll react once he hears about it, huh? I can barely keep a straight face just thinking about it. You can't. Why hadn't I listened to Gardas back then? A wave of regret struck through me, but it was too late. I'd had too much faith in my mother's conscience, and now I was suffering the consequences. Gardas wouldn't abandon me, I just know it. I wasn't overconfident, I just knew him too well. We'd spent a lot of time together after all. The thought of Gardas losing his life for me was too much. I'd feel like my heart was being crushed. I couldn't get captured here. I absolutely couldn't. With that in mind, I gathered every scrap of strength I had and threw Hilaris' arm away, fully aware that the knife could slice my throat at any moment. How dare you, Christina! And she ran. Covering the blood dripping from my neck with my hands, I desperately rushed onto the road. I ran and I ran and ran, the tents surrounding our base coming into view as I ascended a small hill. Everyone was waiting for me there. If I got there and met up with Gardas... Shoot her. Huh? I said shoot her. She's a traitor. But Your Majesty... Shut up and shoot her immediately. If you don't do it, then I will. But please wait, Your Majesty. Oh god, Chris, don't die. His figure was still distant, but I could see Gardas looking back at me. Just the sight of that was enough to make my eyes water with joy. Wait for me, Gardas. I'm nearly there. The first thing I was going to do was apologize. Then... Dogs. Then I'd hug him with all my might and vow to stay by his side forever, even if we lost the war. Gardas. Gardas! The tent was in sight, just a little further, and blam! I couldn't breathe. Red liquid was blocking my throat and flooding out of my mouth. I let it drip into my open palm, watching it run down my wrists before slowly glancing down at my chest. Through my blurred vision, I could make out a gleaming arrowhead. As I gently touched it with my lifeless fingers, I finally realized But there... I knew it! I knew something bad was gonna happen.
Christina.
I could hear Gardas' voice, but why couldn't I see anything? Gardas? Why? I longed to see his face, and yet...
Christina! Christina!
I died. I'm sorry, Gardas. I brought sorrow upon you after all. Gardas, My hand felt so heavy, I could barely lift it up, but I put every last effort into it. Through my hazy conscience, I felt his warmth within my hand, as well as happiness. That's right. It was only after I gained such warmth that I truly felt alive for the first time. I'd finally realized the true meaning and value of life. And how wonderful it was to love someone. I learned all of that just from being by your side, from being tucked in your arms, Gardas. Thank you, Gardas. I'm sorry that I couldn't help you.
何を言っている。まだ戦いは終わっていない。お前は共に戦うのだろう。
Yes, I'm going to fight alongside. But I couldn't move anymore. Not my fingers, not my arms, not my legs. How irritating it felt. All I wanted to do right now was hug you as tight as I could. I'd wanted to stay by your side forever. I wanted to protect you forever. I'd wanted... If there was one thing I could wish for, I'd want to hold your child in my arms.
ダメだ。目を開けろ、クリスティーナ。私を見ろ。私を置いていくな。
Gardas. I closed my eyes, holding the image of the man I loved tight inside my mind. As I sank into the darkness, I thought of all the things I desperately wanted to say to him, but my body wouldn't last much longer. I could only say a few words. If I couldn't fulfill my wish, then I'd at least like to leave a few words behind. A few words that would never ever change. Gardas, I'm sure I love you. I'm sure I've been in love with you ever since I first met you. That's right, in love. With all my heart and soul, in love. How lucky I am to experience such love in my life.
Christina. Christina, 何をしている。起きろ、クリスティーナ。
陛下。
ああ、クリスティーナ、クリスティーナ、クリスティーナ。
これは
Oh, what's he gonna do?
おやめください、陛下。今それを使えばここにいる全てのものが。
うるさい。私とクリスティーナの邪魔をするな。
やめろ、ガルディス。
A smile creeped into his face as he clutched the still body of his beloved.
そうだな、クリスティーナ。人間など皆殺してしまう。
ガルディス。
今度はお前のための世界を作ろう。愛している、クリスティーナ。
Close your eyes. If you do that, look. You'll only see the smile of the one you love.
お前は相変わらず面白いことを言うな。
陛下、本日未明ローラの制圧も完了いたしました。
そうか。ではクリスティーナ、本日の晩餐は何が良い？お前の好きな果実を山ほど持ってこさせようか。
捕らえた王族はいかがいたしますか？
お前は宇治の処理の仕方も知らんのか？私は今クリスティーナと話していて忙しい。
申し訳ございません。
生かす以外は好きにしろ。
は、かしこまりました。
クリスティーナ、お前は今宵も美しいな。
And the demon lord took the beautiful doll in his arms. On the day when the world was swallowed by darkness, the demon lord created a doll with his magic powers. It was a delicate, beautifully crafted doll that even felt warm to the touch. No matter what its original form was, it was nothing more than an empty shell, a mere decoration.
さて、今日は何人殺そうか。
He hummed as if he enjoyed himself, as though it were a song.
愛してる、愛してる、クリスティーナ。
That was a story from a certain era, from a time before the world ended. Oh my god. I knew I was gonna get a bad ending, but like, really? Oh, she died? And then Gardas lost his mind because she died, and he's like, okay, well, humans killed her, that means all humans are gonna die. Holy crap, I was not expecting that in the slightest. I like thought something was gonna happen to Gardas, or Lisette was gonna go. I knew something bad was gonna happen because I didn't get all the good points. But I didn't think Christina was gonna die. Honestly, that was like the last thing I thought. So, that really sucks. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I got that ending. The only thing I could say is that it could have been worse. Honestly, that ending could have been a lot worse than I got. And me, yay, I'm especially thanked too. But like I said, something much worse could have happened, in all honesty. Heterodoxy. Yes? Second, and 2, the Demon Lord's doll. Okay, so that's the ending I got. The second ending. Of how many? I don't know. Okay, so that was my playthrough through the second reproduction, and I got N2. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I'll probably look that up later. I know it's not good because I know some of the things I had to do was, I don't know if you guys remember the scene in the bar, but there was a guy that's like, oh, they cut my research fund money. I was supposed to have 4 items to like give to him, but I didn't have those 4 items, so I wasn't able to do that part. And then the other part, was apparently through like the plays, you get like certain items from them, and you need those items. And I didn't want to read all that text from that play and try to figure out what I had to do, so I didn't do it. But that's what I've been told you need to do for the good ending. But by the time I learned all this, it was far too late, and all was said and all was done. So I couldn't go back, even though I tried. On the one hand, I did get Garda's love high enough, so I'm pretty sure that's why I was able to get the ending I did. But yeah, so I will be doing a grid ending guide, kind of exclusive scenes like I did for the last 2 games for Gardas. Probably do Lizette. I'm not sure about Jin. Honestly, I'm not sure how I felt about it, because there was that one scene with Gardas at the beginning of the game that I had trouble reading to you guys, and from what I understand, Jin's kind of just like that scene. So I might not do Jin. We'll see how it goes. But I'm definitely going to do Gardas, and I'm going to do Lizette. So those will be coming. Just take a little break, because those episodes take a long time, because I got to go through the entire game again and like make sure I do everything right. So it's probably going to be a little bit before you see that episode. Like I said, it took a while when I did the last one, Realister. It was probably a good week or 2 between each of those exclusive endings. So this one's going to be a little bit longer. I'm pretty sure I could just skip like the first entire half of Death Ride until she goes back into the past, and then just show the exclusive scenes from there. But I'm not sure. We will have to see, or I might just do the good ending. We will, like I said, we'll see, because I'm not sure, honestly. Let me know what you guys want me to do. Do you want me to show every scene like I've done in the past, or you just want to see the good ending? Because I'm pretty sure I got all the good scenes in this up to the ending. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. So I'm not sure. Like I said, let me know what you guys want. Also, I am done with second reproduction. You know what that means? That means a new Otome game. So if you guys have any suggestions you want me to play next, put them down below in that comment box, and I will be sure to check them out. That's how I found this one, and I'm sure someone will suggest something good for me for the next one. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the second reproduction series very much, like a lot, because honestly, I loved it. It was really good. I liked the voice acting, even though it didn't work all the time. The art was amazing. The story was good, even though I messed it up. Again, I knew it was going to. But this was a really good series, and I'm really glad I played it. And I have to say, Halloween Otome is still my favorite, but maybe that's just because it was like my first one. This one. Oh my gosh, this one's so good. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you at the next one. So until then, bye everyone!